Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, social media apps that make their money off of us, the consumer, for their addictiveness and accessibility. It's obvious that our culture is addicted, but I think we need to look at why we're addicted. Firstly, social media gives this false sense of connection and community, but without the work. As humans, we are wired for connection. That's the way that God made us. We're meant to be in community. We're not meant to be in isolation and alone all the time. Social media makes us feel like we're connecting with people, like we're in a community, but it's much easier to hide behind a social profile than talk to someone face to face and risk rejection. It's more work to go up to a stranger and introduce yourself than to message someone on Instagram or send someone a text. But it's those in-person relationships and true deep connections that I think we're all hungry for. I get this picture of the times that we go on social media, we're in this virtual world where we're seeing how many people liked our posts and getting filled up by people's positive comments and seeing what our friends and the people we follow are doing, and you're laughing at someone's reel, and then you get off your phone and then look around and you're like, oh, I'm still on the couch all alone. I've been there, and I'm realizing that that online world doesn't replace the natural world, the present world. The second reason that I think social media is so addictive is because I think we're trying to escape. Do I think social media is inherently bad? No, I don't. I think that it is a great tool and it's a blessing when it's used maturely and intentionally. But I think it's also an easy way, quite literally at our fingertips, to escape from hard things in life and numb ourselves. From fear, from stress, from worry, anxiousness. You can easily hide behind your phone and no one's really gonna say anything. But if someone carried around a bottle of alcohol with them everywhere they went and they were just constantly drinking any second they had, I think our friends and our family would start to say something. Similarly, our phones can become a sort of drug as a way to escape and numb ourselves if we're not careful. Also, I think social media can be a trap for us. It can create cycles and patterns of self-hatred, jealousy, envy, people-pleasing, comparison, and judgmental attitudes towards others. And so I'm speaking to myself as much as I am to you that I think we just need to be aware of those things and also intentional to, like I said, guard our heart and not let those things grow in us. So why do we feel like we're missing out if we're not going on social media multiple times a day? And a big one for me too, why do we feel like we're somehow going to be forgotten if we're not posting regularly? Who made these rules? Who made these pressures? Who said it has to be like that? So I think we need to take control once again over our time and our lives. I'm sharing all this because these are things that I've personally felt convicted of recently. I intentionally don't have a Snapchat, Twitter, or TikTok account because I know myself and I know that I can easily get addicted to those, especially TikTok. Those things are funny and I know that I would spend way too much time on there. I made the decision recently to delete social media off my phone. I still go on my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube account just to respond to messages and check up on what's going on. But I do it on my iPad or my laptop. I just recently posted some stories and a post for Zion's first birthday, and I did it all on my iPad, and I noticed that doing it on my iPad instead of my phone, I wasn't checking my phone every hour to see who liked it or who commented. I did it on my iPad and I didn't really even think about it till like a few days later. And overall, I just feel like I can be more present in what's around me, the people that are around me, and I just feel more happy and confident in my life and what I own and what I do, rather than constantly comparing my normal, everyday, sometimes boring life to people's social media life that they show, which is not real life most of the time. It's a highlight reel. There's a lot too that goes on in our world today. Sad, scary things. What's happening in Ukraine is just so sad. I've been praying a lot for them. And as that kind of started to escalate, I found myself going on my phone on social media to find comfort in what other people were saying about it. Even if those people are pastors or people that I look up to in the faith and they had great prayer points, I found myself caring more about what they said than actually going to God and praying about it. And so that for me was a conviction and something that I've just been checking my heart with. When we're afraid or confused, we need to go to God's word first. So I feel like I'm able to have more of a clear mind and a clear heart to actually pray for Ukraine and to pray for certain things rather than being distracted, trying to see what everybody is saying about it, trying to check up on the news. Because too, I'm a very sensitive person. If I see something, I will think about it for days and it just really affects me. So I've learned that sometimes I just need to stay away and just really see God with things, pray for things on my own. So that for me has been a huge help and a huge shift too. And then with not having social media on my phone, I'm not like on my phone as much when we're out. I told my husband jokingly the other day, I was like, there's nothing on my phone that's like exciting or stimulating. Like I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna like get some dopamine and go on Instagram and see, you know, some stories or whatever. I'll just like, if I'm bored, I'll just check my emails. It's quite fun, but that's all that I can do. Or check my messages, delete photos that are old. I mean, that's basically it, and that just feels so good and so freeing to me. So will I ever bring social media back to my phone? Maybe, in certain seasons, maybe for a time. I'm not saying I'm never going to bring social media back to my phone ever, but I have noticed how it has dramatically affected me in a positive way. I'm so much more stress-free, I'm much more present, and I like myself better this way. So I hope this video was inspiring to you, made you think a little bit. I'm not intending to bring shame to anyone. I just wanted to think outside of the norm of our culture and challenge ourselves. Know that you guys are loved, you're worthy of belonging, you're worthy of connection, and the real you is better than the social media you any day. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.